Welcome back, everybody. I just want to talk about one of my favorite shows that's back on Netflix. I know you missed this beautiful face, so let's get started, okay? Climb on board. We'll go slow. So, 13 Reasons Why. Back for season 3. And I am a couple of days late because I was watching other shows and school's back. So I have been busy with that. If you're wondering why the scenery is changing, it's because I'm twirling in my new gaming chair. Because I will start to stream on Facebook. So you can watch me there or you can watch me here. Either. But let's get talking about. Firstly, before I talk about what happened this season, I want to say so much buzz about the cause of suicide rates after the show came out, and people felt like they glorified it. And I personally, my opinion, this is clearly my opinion because everyone has their own opinions. I personally feel like they don't glorify it. I feel like they bring it too light. I feel like it happens. You're gonna have kids that who actually succeed in it, or kids that's been thinking about it before the show even came out. It's just they felt like, okay, that could be another way for me to do it. But I think it's up to the parents or counselors or teachers to pay attention to that. Because if you clearly watch the show, you see that it was people like oblivious to her. Like, yeah, like, it's everyday school life, but still, like, she was suffering clearly with depression and stuff. So it was like the counselor didn't want to even talk to her. Like, her friends were barely listening to her. She barely had friends. Her parents were clueless on her because they were dealing with their own stuff. But it's like, I think when you have this is the type of show that you watch with your child, and I think I talked about this the last time I watched 13 Reasons Why. If I did, I will insert the clip for that video at the end of the video. But I know that my daughter, she's only 4 right now. This would be something that I would watch with her to explain to her that if she does feel this type of way, that to let me know, because I would always want to. That's the worst thing a parent want to come home to. That's the worst thing a parent wants to see, is to come home if their daughter or child is dead in a tub because they commit suicide. That's just the worst, right? So I feel like people need to realize that it's bringing it to light. It's bringing more. This should be the type of show that should bring more conversation with people that you love. So that's my opinion. So I've started watching episodes 1 through 3. I want to grasp it because it's so much that goes on in one episode that I didn't want to do a video about the whole season because I would miss a lot. So I wanted to grasp, what happened. So already we get to see 8 months, later. And Jessica's president, so you're president now. Clay's with this Aunt Ani. I think that's how you say her name. Real beautiful girl. New character. Right away we're introduced to a new character, Ani. Beautiful black queen. And she and Clay has this little thing going on the last couple episodes. Like, they're not in a relationship, but you can feel the chemistry. Like, I think they're a really beautiful couple, and I'm always down with the swirl couples because that's what I rap. But, I think they were cute. And I like that they were introducing to a new character, and I like that's not, Clay story and Hannah's. I like that it's a new term. It's a whole new person, someone we're not used to, someone's different point of view. And that she clearly says that she knows, she's nosy because her mama said it. She gets everybody point of view so she can put it together like a puzzle piece so it can be a beautiful picture in the end. So we can know, because first we see that Bryce is missing. So the mamas are immediately like, no, we got to go to Clay. Clay is immediately arrested. And his group of friends is worried because they think that they know about what they did at the Spring Fling Dance. And if you watch season 2, spoiler alert, if you watch season 2, Tyler was coming to shoot up the school because of that tragic thing that happened. They show recaps of it, and I couldn't even just watch it. I literally have to turn my head. It cringes me so bad because I feel like it's so sad. It honestly breaks my heart to see that he went through that, and then it snapped because he'd been bullied for so long that one incident made him snap, and still to this day nobody knows. Still, so far in the 3 episodes, no one knows what happened, and he's not telling anyone. He's dealing with PTSD, so he doesn't want anyone to touch him. So it's when someone touches him, it's he starts just shaking, needs to go through breathing methods. Thanks to Tony. So Bryce is missing. Clay goes in for questioning, and because if obviously someone heard him say he's gonna kill. I don't know why people feel the need to be like, I'm gonna kill you, like, and then they die, and then it's like, whoop, don't look at me, it wasn't me, but you said you was gonna kill that person, so I'm sorry, honey, you're the first suspect. But we also see that Jack isn't friends with Jessica anymore. Like, he's too much not fond of her, but we don't know why as of yet. Alex is not, and Jessica isn't together, and the reason they're not together anymore is because, you know, after I've never been raped, so I don't know the process of starting to get your own body back and feeling like you're in power of that, because that's what she talked a lot about. The sex wasn't as good as she wanted to be. But I think also with that, she still had very strong feelings for Justin, mixed with the dealing with the aftermath of your body being raped and having to, you know, live your body over again. So we see that her and Justin still hooks up from time to time. Even before that, before she did more of that, and the new girl helped her, you know, masturbate. And she was like, it was the best she's ever experienced as prior to Justin. Monty, he's still a jerk. He's still an asshole. He thinks that Tyler went and told the police about what happened. I really don't like his character. But I feel bad too at the same time, is because he has to live with his abusive father. And eventually that's going to lead to something. We don't see, the counselor isn't in the show. We don't see too much of any parents as of yet. We saw a little bit of plays, and of course Bryce, because, you know, the whole missing thing. But we don't see too many parents as of yet. Hopefully they get, you know, we see more as we go on. Not too many characters from the first season. We got Clay, we got little bit of Bryce, because, you know, clearly it's about him. A little bit of Alex, Jessica, Justin, Zach. We got those key people, and Tyler. We got those key people, and even the boy that Tyler was hanging out. Oh, Tony. We can't forget Tony. So they keep alluding to this thing with Tony and his boyfriend about like, oh, like, you know, secrets or something about, like, I feel like they have more of a relationship with Bryce. They don't really explain it so far. 3 episodes in, it's like, but they keep saying something about it. Like, his boyfriend doesn't want him to get in any of the business. Like, I don't want you to go to the cops talking about anything. And I'm like, what do they know that we don't know yet? So that's going to be interesting to find out if something is more than what we need. The girl, the new girl, and she's living with she was living with Bryce and his mom, and, you know, the sick grandpa, because her mom is the nurse for him. So she's known on the side of Bryce that we didn't know and that we're probably going to see this season. But her and Jessica's also real cool, and her and Clay is cooler, and we know that they don't like Bryce, but, you know, it's kind of like, that's not the side I was around, it's not the side I saw, so it's kind of hard to, you know, not like it or whatever. So, I don't know. But she, like, when she realized that he was the one who raped Jessica, she was like, you know, not too much clear office, because she still hung out with him. So I'm like confused. I want to know more about her story. Like, why is she's so nosy and so in everyone's business? She's in everyone's business talking to them. And me personally, I'm like, girl, I don't know you. I'm not telling you my business. You don't need to know nothing about me. Weird, right? So, what else has happened? We see that Tyler, they didn't show anything that happened at the homecoming dance. I mean, not the homecoming dance, the football game that they keep talking about, because Zach, you know, his ankle was broken because Bryce tackled him and made his foot broken, I guess. So, but I think they showed it in season 2, but I'm not too sure they showed too much of it. I'll have to go back and watch it. So we have to talk about Bryce's girlfriend, Chloe, because he talks about how she broke up with him, but she was pregnant. And she had to deal with the sad and stressful moment of deciding, did she want to get an abortion or not? And she was like, I think she almost was going to keep it. And Bryce's mom was like, his grandpa was evil, his dad is evil, he's evil, as clearly he's raping girls. We don't want to have an evil child. Like, that stress alone is like, because clearly it seems like it's getting carrying on generation to generation. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like I don't like abortions. I personally wouldn't get an abortion unless, in her case, I was raped. Yeah, I don't feel like abortion should be some type of form of birth control pills that people, like, women are just going to go do. But it is their body, so if that's what the choice they want to do, they should be able to do that, no problem. But I know for me personally, I'm not just going out and having abortions unless it's like medical or I was raped. You know? So we find out that Bryce is dead. His body washed up in the river. And mom, of course, is like, you better call Tay, you better call Tony, Jessica, Alex, Tyler, all them. They know something. But it's like the whole world pretty much didn't like him. Who knew about it? Because when he went to that school, Hillcrest, they was even bullying him. Like, because they knew, like, he was a rapist. So, you have to pretty much question the whole town, honey. I want to know who did it. I can't wait to find out who did it, honestly. Cause I know I'm going to be so shocked. Because I'm trying to pinpoint, like, who could it be? Because they keep, everyone seems to have secrets that they're not telling the other person. But we keep finding out. So, I don't know who actually did it. Right? And Tyler even took pictures of, like, a dead body in the water. Was it Bryce? That's how the episode 3 ended off. Was that he was taking pictures of his body all beat up still, and then that he was showing, like, he was listening to an audio tape of Bryce saying, I fixed it, you don't gotta worry about it, whatever. We don't know what he fixed and what he don't have to worry about. But clearly after the court, everyone has had a conversation with him so far as we know, except Clay, but we don't know about that yet either. We only 3 episodes in, we already know that Jessica, Justin, and and Tyler has a message for him, so we don't, like, that's all we know so far. I am, like, into this show, like, so all 3 episodes is, like, so I am, like, loving it. What else is going on? See, so much, like I said, so much has going on, like, you have to pay attention to everything or you're going to miss something that was extremely important. So I'm, like, what else can we talk about? The fact that Bryce's dad isn't anywhere. He moved and lived with a different family now is crazy too. It's like, could he have something to do with it? Maybe he met up with him afterwards. It was like, see what you did to our family name. See what type of press you brought to us. Like, because if you've seen Riverdale, the dad ended up, I'm going to spoil that too. I'm sorry. That's like old. That's like first season. Another one of my favorite shows. The dad killed the son because he was trying to leave with his girlfriend. He was like, oh, you, like, basically, like, the family name. Like, no, you're supposed to stay here. This and that. And then shot him dead. So, like, maybe the dad shot him, too. Maybe that's what they're going to spin. We don't know. The police thought maybe he could have committed suicide because of all the drama that's been going on around his name. Mom was like, no, my son's not depressed. He wouldn't commit suicide. Honey, he's been walking around depressed. You're just oblivion. These parents are so oblivion. All this money and wealth that they have, that they don't pay attention to their children. Just because you have a lot of money don't mean that your children are going to be 100% happy. They need you. They need affection. They need love. That's why when he came home with bruises and the nurse was like, oh, are you okay? He's like, oh, thank you, Josephine, for actually caring about my well-being. Because all the mom was like, oh, you're starting drama again. We don't need this no more drama. It's like, honey, no. Check to see if your son is okay before you make the assumptions. Ask him what is happening. Okay? So, that is my thought on the first 3 episodes. I am rambling on. I could probably talk more and more about it. So far, I give the show a 10 out of 10. It has kept my interest. I love the show. First 2 seasons good to me, at least. The first 2 seasons good. The characters, like, you love the characters. Besides Bryce, of course. Like, even you feel a little bad for him. That's how you know it's a good show. It's kept me interested. Can't wait to finish the season. I'm definitely going to finish it before the end of this weekend. So you'll be seeing multiple videos about this show the whole week. I suggest that everyone watch it. It's really good. I want you to form your own opinion about it. Don't listen to anyone else that says, oh, the show isn't good because they do this, they glorify this, and this and that. I don't think they glorify it. They just talk about it because shows are too afraid to talk about stuff that need to be talked about anyway. We need to stop trying to shy away from the conversation and actually have the conversation with our children before it's too late. That's what I think. So let me know your opinions about the show. If you're going to watch it, if you will watch it, if you've seen the first 2 seasons, let me know who is your favorite character. Mine is, I kind of want to say, I like Tony. My favorite character is Tony. Reason he's so fucking cute. Sad he was gay in the show at least. But he's always there. He's always there for friends, especially Clay. Like that, like you at the Clay just calls him up and be like, hey, I need you to do something real quick. And he's sitting up like outside out of Tyler's house, like making sure that, because he had a gun. He said, oh, I had a gun. That's the part I didn't tell y'all. He's like, oh, I had a gun that y'all didn't destroy, but I kept because I thought I was going to need it, but I don't need it. So Tony's just sitting at his house like, okay, I'm going to sit here to make sure you don't do anything with that gun. Like he's down for friends. He is down for be like, Clay likes you. Clay says you're his friend, so you're my friend, and I'm gonna look out for you. Everyone has this resume of how they're gonna take care of Tyler, who's gonna pick him up then, who's gonna do what. And I love that Tony's so down for his friends because you don't have too many people who are like that. But we also know that Tony has a secret that he isn't telling us yet, and I hope that this secret is not gonna make me dislike him because he's my favorite. Okay, because Tony's already had a hard life, and clearly. And I kind of wish he would go back to school too, because, you know, we need more people of color getting the education on. So, yes, let me know your favorite character. Drop it below. And also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Okay? And share the video with your friends, your auntie, your mom, your uncle, your daughter, even your dog. Who knows? Bye, guys.